Okay, so we're going to get our group chat started right now. We're officially recording, and we have a special guest on tonight, someone interested in the course that's going to be here for about 10 minutes. And then Josh was just talking about how he had another $1,000 day today. Josh has been killing it. I think it's the third time this month he's done $1,000 in one day. So, Josh, really quick, the group wants to know what you're doing to make that $1,000 a day.
Thanks, Dave. Obviously, with your mentorship, it was those ads every day, literally on Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups.
Josh, hold on a second. You're breaking up. I can't hear you. It's freezing up a lot. Can everybody else hear him, or does it sound like it's freezing?
No, he said he was placing ads on Facebook like you taught him.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, Josh. Can you talk? Just say it again. You were fine before. I don't know. All of a sudden, it got all broken up.
Yeah. So what I do is I literally post every day on Facebook Marketplace and Facebook groups every day, literally, and then I renew them. I renew my Craigslist ads every morning as well. But the key to this business is consistency, like being engaged and staying on top of your ads every day. You're not going to get any calls if you're not posting any ads, you know?
Yep. And I actually just did a brand new course video on Facebook group posting, guys. And it's exactly what I was telling everybody in the video. Is you got to be posting 3 times a day in Facebook groups. My wife is going crazy right now for my stores, and she's posting in Facebook groups to get a lot more business, and it works. And I showed it in the video the live posts we're actually doing. And Josh is doing that $1,000 days multiple times over. And that's because he's posting in Facebook Marketplace and Facebook groups. So if you're not posting in Facebook groups, you're missing out, guys. You know, Josh, how long have you been in the course? Since what, December or January?
4 months. Yeah, 4 months I've been in the course, and now I'm just really starting to really pick it up.
4 months. And how much are you making a month profit right now? Not sales, but profit.
About 3,000.
3,000 a month profit. Okay. And how many hours are you working a week for that?
I would say 4 to 6 per week.
Wow. 4 to 6 hours per week, you're making $3,000 profit. So guys, you know, if you're not posting in Facebook groups, you're missing out. Now, does anybody in here not know how to post in Facebook groups? I made a perfectly clear video today and posted it right in the group for you guys.
Piece of paper that says "I buy iPhones."
Yeah. Now, have you done it yet? No, did you post that yet in the group?
Actually, those are the best ads. I was gonna testify. Those are the best ads. There's 2 ads that I use. Actually, like handwriting, your ugly, sloppy handwriting. Well, not too sloppy. Make sure it's legible. Dash for phone and put your number, or literally like a picture with you holding cash, and then under the ad I'll say.
Simple sells, guys. Just watch that new video I posted. If you keep it very simple, you just put cash or phones, you do a handwritten note, your phone's going to ring off the hook. The problem is a lot of people just aren't posting enough, and they're not posting in groups. You're not going to get calls if you don't put the work in, if you don't post. Okay.
If you're not posting every day, you won't get any.
What'd you say?
If you're not literally posting every day, you're slacking, basically.
Yeah, you've got to be on it. It's a consistency, guys. I mean, I've been doing this for years, 20,000 a month, and I'm still posting on Craigslist every single day, posting in Facebook groups every single day. If you're not doing it, you're gonna lose money. You're losing a lot of money. Now, I want to address Christy's question. Christy's the guest on the chat right now, and Christy, you said that you were nervous about doing this because buying stolen phones. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay. So what we do here is we make sure. Have you watched any of my free videos yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So what we do is we make sure we get a driver's license and we have them sign a bill of sale before we get the phone. Because when you get a driver's license and you have them sign that bill of sale that you get with the course, I have my attorney. It cost me $1,000 for my attorney to write it up, but I have to sign paperwork. You're not going to get stolen phones much because the thing is, most people aren't going to give you an ID. You have to sign a piece of paper. Because if they tell you a stolen item, they're done. You go to the police and they're arrested. So, will you get stolen items every once in a while? Yes, you are going to get that. But if that happens, you're protected. So you're not going to get in trouble because you signed a paper, you have their ID, you did your due diligence. Does that make sense? So you can't get in trouble for it because you're not knowingly buying stolen items. Unless they specifically say, hey, I stole this. Do you want to buy it? Obviously, you don't buy it if that happens. But if you get a stolen item, how many people here have ever gotten a phone that got reported stolen? Say yes if you have and you're in the group.
Nope.
Nobody has? I know some of you guys have. Yuki has, yes. Michelle has. Michelle, can you come on and speak for a second?
I did as well.
Ty, you did? Okay. What do we do with those phones, guys?
Once you already buy them, or I didn't buy it.
Oh, no. How many people have actually bought one that turned out to be stolen?
Oh, yeah, I've done that as well, too. After that, I turned and burned. I sold it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you just resell it, and you get most of your money back. See, the thing is, we buy the phones, too, at a profit that it gives us a lot of cushion, you know? So we're buying phones at $100 and selling them at $200. So as long as you pack that profit in there, every once in a while, if you get burned once in a while, there's enough profit to cushion you. So worst case scenario, you just break even or you make a little less money.
So you sell it for what? Being locked or?
Yeah, we just sell it at the bad ESN.
Bad ESN. Okay.
Like Eric said, he got a phone with an iCloud lock. Now that situation kind of sucks more because the iCloud lock you can't do anything about when it kills the actual value. So in that one you'll probably lose a little money. But if you're buying phones with an iCloud lock, it's probably because you didn't follow the procedures. Because nobody should be buying any iCloud lock phones procedures properly in the course, guys. So as long as you go through the rules that I have set up, Christy, in the course, then he says he bought it for $6, so he didn't lose too much. And it was no power, so you can't do anything about it. But yeah, as long as you go through the procedures that we have outlined in the course, that won't ever happen. You just follow those, and you'll never get an iCloud lock phone as long as you do it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Did you have any other clarifications or anything? Any questions that you have?
So, the $1,000, what, we talk like this once a week or?
What's that? Yeah, this is a group chat all these guys signed up for. Same
for
thing.
once a week on Tuesdays?
Yep, every Tuesdays for an hour we come on and do these. And then you ask any questions, whatever problems you're having. Some of these guys, guys, right now, everybody tell me what your biggest problems are, because, matter of fact, we're going to cover those in the group chat in a little bit. So tell me whatever issues you guys like to learn about, and we'll go over those as soon as we're all set with this. Randy says getting more ad responses. Josh says not hitting 10K. All right, I'll do my best to help you on that one. Tom says finding enough time to buy as many phones as I want. Okay, I can help you with that. Melton says not hitting 30K. Oh, come on, guys. Give me. Let's start off, like hitting 5K, and then we'll work our way up there. Oscar says, I think I'm lowballing people too much. Oh, Oscar told me he had a hard time with the lowballing, so I'll help him out with that, okay? So, Christy, I'll let you sit on for a few more minutes. You can train Oscar, and I'm going to personally coach him. You can see a little bit. Are you feeling a little better about the course? Like, is this helpful, this type of stuff?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah, you get access to this for a year. Plus you get the videos. What do you guys think about the videos in the course? Were they helpful?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Definitely. Says awesome. Tom says yes. Josh says yes. Eric says little things like
red.
Phone carrier. Barry says yes. So, let's see. Where's Oscar? Oscar, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So, Oscar, let's say you're having a hard time because you're lowballing people a little bit, so you're not getting the deals, right?
Exactly.
All right. So let's do an appraisal practice right now. Let's
okay.
Pick a phone. Give me. I want a price on an iPhone 7 for T-Mobile, 32 gigabytes. You got 1 minute to give me the price. iPhone 7, T-Mobile, 32 gigabytes.
I can appraise that at around $290.
And okay, that's what it's going to sell for on eBay, or that's what you're going to offer me?
That's what I'm going to offer.
You're going to offer me $290?
Yes, for an iPhone 7. You did say iPhone 7, right?
Yep. Hey, if you're really going to offer me $290, I'll really sell you one right now for $290, no problem.
Okay, you know what?
Oscar may have the problem wrong. How many people think he's not lowballing? He may be lowballing himself. Does anybody think that? Yeah, you're way overpaying.
Well, I tell you what. You know what I'm getting the prices off
is off of GameStop. You know, I'm adding a couple of dollars off of there.
Well, look, here's the thing. T-Mobile, look at T-Mobile's only selling for $337 right now. So if you take 10% of eBay fees, that's $30. It's only going to sell for $300. So you're going to buy it for $290. And look, this one only sold for $290 right here. So you're going to buy it for $290 and sell it for like what, $320, and you end up losing money. You won't even you not only not make money, you're losing money. So you should, on that phone, you should be offering like $180 at the most, like $180.
180.
Yeah, so you're overpaying by like $100.
Okay. You know what? Where I'm getting it off is I was just getting the prices off of GameStop, and you know that's where I was getting some of these prices from.
Don't go buy strictly on GameStop, because here's the thing. T-Mobile, we got to buy as a bad ESN. We don't know if they're ESN. So don't go 100% by GameStop. Okay? You got to learn how to appraise yourself and then offer yourself. Does that make sense, Oscar?
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right. Let's do another one. Let's do, give me an iPhone 6 cracked for Verizon. iPhone 6 cracked for Verizon. Let's let Oscar do it, and then I'm going to tell everybody else how much to type in your answer, and we'll compare, see how Oscar did.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Okay. I'm leaving.
Okay, Christy. Well, thanks for coming on today.
And I'll email you, and I appreciate the 10 minutes.
Yeah, no problem at all. Hope you liked it. I'll talk to you soon. Just message
thank you.
Facebook if you like. You're welcome.
I will. Thanks. Bye.
I can't hear anybody.
Who said that?
60. Give him 60.
Okay.
Oscar?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I am searching right now. iPhone 6 for Verizon.
Yep.
Okay. I'm sorry, what was the gigabytes on that, David?
16 gigs is fine.
I'm sorry. I guess it's breaking up. I couldn't hear.
Can you hear now?
Yes.
Okay. It says your bandwidth is low, so you may have a problem with your network. So what is it going to sell for? Now we're looking for cracked iPhone 6 for Verizon.
Okay, cracked. Okay. Okay. So I see them selling at around 170.
Okay.
Okay. So I'd buy that around $85. Did you hear me, David?
What do you guys think for iPhone 6 16 gigabyte? Do you think Oscar is correct? Hey, Nestor.
He's talking to you.
Michael says, I think he's a little high. I think you're correct, Michael. What do you guys think? Everybody give me an appraisal. What do you think an iPhone 6 is going to sell for Verizon, cracked? How much do you offer?
Can't hear.
Everybody type in your price. What do you think it's going to sell for and how much you're going to offer? Michael says it'll sell for $175, buy for $65.
Hey guys. Yeah. You know what they're building?
Okay. Sell for $170.
No, for cars to crowd. They're rebuilding the bridge.
Guest, I'm not sure who guest is, says buy for 60, sell for 160. You guys are a little bit slow in your appraisals. I'm only getting a few responses here. I mean, we got like 20 people on this chat, and you guys are taking quite a long time. So you got to get faster with your appraisal skills, guys. If you're only giving me an answer and it's taking you more than 2 minutes, you're losing deals. You're gonna be losing business, guys. You got to be faster than that, or you're gonna lose business 100%. So give me your price. What's your final answer, guys? There's only one person who got it right so far. Only one out of all of you. One person got it perfectly. Everybody else is wrong. Including Oscar, unfortunately.
Yeah, everything from the past is yesterday.
I'm not sure who said that. Still only one person got it right. Only one person. All right, time's up, guys. All right, you guys, look, I'm telling you right now, for those that didn't answer, you're probably losing 40%. If you're that slow on appraisals, you're losing your business. So you really should watch the video that I posted today in our group chat, the brand new appraisal video, and I want you to watch that over and over so you guys get that down, these skills, all right? I'm going to first tell you what it's going to appraise for. It's going to sell for 150, okay? And we're going to buy it for about 70 75. Nestor got it correct. Nestor's the only one who got it correct on that. 170 is too high. Okay? If you appraised it at 170, you are incorrect. And I'll tell you why you appraised it at 170 where you guys went wrong. Okay? Let me share my screen and I'll show you where you went wrong. Okay. So what you did was you probably typed in iPhone 6 crack Verizon, and here's the first thing that popped up in this one, $159.99. Now, first of all, it's lower than 170. Okay,
Did you have a good time?
it's also got some kind of paper or box there. And then now this one's sold for 170, but this is a 64 gigabytes. You can't use that. You cannot use a 64 gigabyte if it's 16 gig. Now look here, 6 plus. See, this is a 6 plus. That's sold for 170, but it's a 6 plus. So we can't use that either. This one's a 64 gigabyte. We can't use that. So is this. Now here's 169.99. This is the only one that's sold for 170. That's it. The only one. But if you look at the rest, here's 149.99. That's sold for only 150. Let's try to find another iPhone 6 16 gig. Here's one sold for 135. This one sold for 171. But you guys, you got to find 3 comparables. You cannot do an appraisal without finding 3. You can't go by 1. If you go by 1, you're always going to be off. 3. Because it fluctuates. And to give an accurate appraisal, 3 comparables is the rule. Okay? They teach appraisers this who appraise real estate and houses. You got to have 3. And that's in that new video I just showed you guys. You got to have 3 comparables. If you're not finding 3, you're going to be off on all your appraisals all the time. So based on what I saw here with the one selling for 135, 170, more than likely I'm going to be able to only sell that for 150, 160. That's why I'm appraising at 150, 160 instead of 170. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions on that? Esther says yes. Michael says yes. Okay. You guys want to do more appraising, or do you want to do other stuff? Move on to other questions. Let me know if you guys want to move on to other questions. I'll help you out. Michael says more. You guys always love me. I'm going to mute everybody. All right, there we go. Now I have muted everybody because it was too loud. Josh, what was your question? You said how you appraise different carriers. I don't know what you mean by that.
Like,
Oscar
for
says,
example,
start taking my time in appraisals. Yep.
For example, like I have a lot of Marines over here that they come back from deployment, and it's SoftBank International from Japan. Like, should I just put in SoftBank BAT ESN because I don't know if they're good like AT&T and Verizon, or should I just go iPhone 6, 16 gigabyte crack SoftBank or SoftBank BAT ESN?
Oh, you're talking about, so it's like some random carrier?
Some random carrier or some local carrier from Michigan and stuff like that. Because
buy it as a Sprint BAT ESN. Guys, anytime you're buying a prepaid or some random weird carrier, always buy it for the Sprint BAT ESN price. Okay?
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
And then just sell it as a BAT ESN. Because with those carriers, we don't know what the ESNs are. There's no way to check. We have no clue. We don't know how their carrier works. So you just buy it as a BAT ESN. You can never have a return, have a problem. Guest is asking for an iPhone 6s Sprint crack screen BAT ESN. Okay, that's funny because I think I actually used that same exact phone in the video I did today in the group. All right, but here we go. Let's do this. So everybody, go ahead and appraise an iPhone 6S 16 gigabyte for Sprint with a cracked screen. Remember, Sprint always is a bad ESN. Yuki says SoftBank bought Sprint, huh? So that's good. So you buy it as a Sprint anyways. iPhone 6S 16 gig Sprint cracked screen. Everybody go ahead and give me how much you would sell that on eBay for and what you'd buy it for. You got 1 minute, guys. 1 minute or you're losing the sale. I want to know what it's going to sell for, what you're going to offer. 30 seconds left. Randy says 80. Nestor says 180 and offer 80. Let me see, actually, myself. All right, you guys are either copying Nestor because he was good on the last one, or you're getting better at appraisals, or you're still off. Okay, the correct answer is it will sell for about 180. So a lot of you guys got that right, but your offer's low. If you offer 80 bucks on a $180 phone, you're not going to get a lot of deals. So you probably should have offered 90 at least on that minimum, or 100. Okay, you really should have been offering at least 90 to 100 on that. If you're offering 80, it's too low. You're going to lose people. All right. So, guys, any other questions you guys have? You want to go over Craigslist ads, Facebook posts, negotiating, any other question? Randy says, so you offer 50%. Well, no, not all the time. You only offer 50% on that deal. But it depends. If it's a $400 phone, you can't offer 50% because you're going to lose the deal. You can't offer $200 on a $400 phone. On a $400 phone, you'd offer more like $280. So it depends what the price is. It doesn't scale like that. Michelle says questions. Okay, questions. What do you got, Michelle?
Hi, Dave. I've been running into this lately. I don't know if there isn't anything else really that we can do at this point. I had a call from a guy.
Okay.
From Craigslist. He said, I got a Galaxy S6 Edge, I believe it was, Verizon. He said, I'm looking to sell. So I said, okay, looked it up. And I said, I can do 110 for you on that. And he goes, okay, well, thank you. And I said, well, how much were you looking to get? And he said, 175. And I said, well, that's going to be kind of tough. I said, because I just checked on eBay, and I said, they're only selling for about, $200. So that's, I said, I could help you out a little. And I said, I could do 115. I said, but 175, I said, that just, it's too much, unfortunately, to pay, for that phone. He said, oh, yeah, I understand. There's no room for you. And that was it. We kind of just left it at that. I said, if you want to try to sell it on your own, you can. If not, you want to call me back, and I'd be happy to buy it. And he said, okay. So at that point, after you break down the numbers, and I told him about the 10% in fees, $5 to ship it, and he still, didn't want to take the deal. But at that point, is there anything else really we can say, or just leave it like that?
Well, in that situation, look, so not everybody's going to be able to close on the spot 100% sometimes. Like
right.
if you did everything you said, then you did everything perfect the way you're supposed to do it. All right. Now, sometimes what you got to do is just let them think on it. The thing is, nobody's going to offer them 175. So we can call everybody in the world. They'll never get 175 from anybody on that. We know that.
Right.
Because I just looked it up myself. If it's going to sell for $200, how the hell is anybody else going to give them 175? So the guy's going to call around. What's going to happen is he's going to end up selling it to the person who treated him the best. So the best thing to do is just be super friendly, be nice, educate them as much as possible. And if you did everything you possibly can and you still won't do it, say, hey, no problem. Thanks a lot. Good luck. Feel free to call around. We offer the best prices in the state, so I know our price is good. And, if you find someone that's willing to do it, let me know. But I'm pretty sure you're not going to beat that price. And thanks again for calling. So if that happens, then a week later, the guy might call you back. Hey, this is the guy, I had the Galaxy S6. Look, will you still do the 115? Okay. It happens all the time.
Yeah, that does happen. I do get a lot of return calls back, and they say, hey, you still want to buy it? Because I want to give them that option. But, I did that. I was just friendly, and I made small talk. He said we upgraded our phones. I said, what'd you upgrade to? Oh, yeah, the Plus. That's a nice phone. And, just kind of being friendly. But, okay.
Yep. And that, sometimes taking it away works, too. Like, if you're like, hey, just go ahead and call around, and then they trust you more too because you're telling them to shop around. They're like, oh, maybe maybe I am asking too much.
Okay. All right, I like that, and I like to add too. I pay the best prices around town, so feel free to call around and get some other, get some prices. And if you want to call me back, you have my number.
Yep, exactly.
I like it. Okay.
Let's see, and any other questions you had? Was that it, or is there more stuff?
No, that was it. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Lewandowski has a question about carriers, Metro PCS, Boost, Straight Talk. Is there any good way to check them? No, all buy them as a bad ESN. No good way to check them. Buy them as a bad ESN always. They're just, most of them are owned by Sprint anyways, which we always buy as a bad ESN regardless. So, half of those carriers, Virgin's owned by Sprint, Straight Talk, Boost, all owned by Sprint. So just buy them as a bad ESN. Yeah. Corey says, should we take a pic of people's IDs when we meet them? You can, if you want to, be super, like, on the legit side. Yeah, you can do that. You just got to store all those people's pictures and stuff somewhere. But, I think that's going overboard. As long as you have their ID and you sign it. But what's more effective is the fingerprint. If you have them fingerprinted, you just get an ink pad for like $3 on eBay. Have them throw on a fingerprint on there. That's rock solid. You don't have to even do the.
Hey, David.
Yep.
So I have a question. Like, someone sold their no power iPhone 6, and they couldn't do the iCloud thing. Like, they couldn't remove the device from their thing. So I told them, they didn't mind giving me their iCloud email and password. So when they did, I erased the device because it had no power basically. But I said it was still pending, and once it gets connected to the internet, then it's gonna erase. But then I removed the device from the iCloud. Like, I removed it. But is it gonna actually get removed, or does it have to be connected to the internet? Then it's gonna Find My iPhone is gonna get removed.
Okay. First of all, you probably got taken. So here's the thing, guys. Don't ever, ever take someone's name and password and take their word for it that belongs to the actual phone. People always screw you like that. They'll always say, oh, yeah, this is my Apple ID and password, and it's not. It doesn't even go to that phone. It's happened multiple times. It happened right live during the boot camp. Guy told me it was his phone. He had the Apple ID and password. It was BS. It didn't work. So do not.
But I checked the IMEI number for the phones that they gave me. The back of the picture. They sent me pictures of the front and the back.
Yep.
And I checked it. And I checked it with the iCloud thing, and it turned out like it was with it. Because there was 2 iPhones that they were trying to sell me, and they had 2 iPhones.
Slow down, Ibrahim. Slow down. What? It turns out what?
So I asked them for a picture of the back of the phones. They sent me the picture of the back of the phones. I checked find my iPhone was on. Then I went to iCloud.com. I used their email address and password, and I checked that they had 2 iPhones too that were offline, basically because they were broken. So then I removed them. Then when I checked again in IMEI Pro.
The problem is you're risking. You're gambling. You're gambling and you're betting that those are their phones. They still could not be.
How do I know for sure? Like, oh, that's like. But then when I checked in IMEI Pro on the same IMEIs that were off, I checked it like 24 hours later. Then it was off when I removed it from the iCloud.com.
Okay, so you got lucky. They gave you the real right password.
But the thing is, oh, sorry.
That doesn't happen often, though. More often than not, you'll get screwed that way. So just be careful. I'm just warning. It's up to you. You don't have to take my.
No. I know that was not my question. Like, my question was because if I remove it from iCloud.com, is it actually going to get removed to Find My iPhone? Because I thought it has to get connected to the internet, but it can't if it's a no power iPhone, right?
Well, the thing is, if they restore it, then it'll get turned off. If it's turned off on the IMEI Pro, it'll be turned off on the iPhone.
Oh, when they restore it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did with an iPad. Like the guy removed the Find My iPhone. He sent me a picture and everything, but when it showed it was off on IMEI Pro. Then I got the iPad and I opened it. The iCloud was still there, but then I had to ask him to give me the password, and I removed the thing from the device, even though it said off there, like it had to be connected to the internet for some reason. And I had to restore it, and it says I couldn't
if you're going to turn the iPhone off while you're on the phone, yes, it does have to be connected to the internet. But if you're doing it on iCloud on a computer, then it doesn't have to be connected to the internet. Okay.
Okay.
It's fine like that. All right. Okay. Corey says, I need to get to 20,000 a month. I think pretty soon I'm going to get a new IP address. I don't know how to get one. It's probably too much explained. Can you do a video about it? How to get a new IP address? I mean, that's a little bit beyond the scope of this course. I'm not going to really show how to get different IP addresses. You guys can find that stuff out. I'll tell you that works, but I can't make videos on it. I don't even do that stuff myself. So, I mean, I don't even do that. A different IP address. You can if you want, but that's a little bit beyond the scope of the course. Tom says, how do you evaluate an iPad? If you want to learn that stuff, Corey, come to the boot camp and I'll show you how to get more than 20,000 a month. That will help you. The boot camp will go over a lot more stuff in detail on that. That's better than trying to hide your IP address and all that crazy stuff. There's more effective things you can do to get to 20,000 a month than that. Let's see. Tom says, how do you evaluate an iPad that doesn't have a cracked screen or LCD, but the touch screen is all messed up? You're going to buy that as bad LCD either way if the touch screen is messed up. Oh, actually, no. On an iPad, you're going to call it a cracked digitizer. Say the touch doesn't work. It's tough to evaluate, though, because if the screen doesn't work, you don't know what's wrong with it. So I would buy that low. I'd buy it for the same price as a cracked LCD or something if the touch screen doesn't work. Same thing on a phone. No one does. Should we ever buy phones with a lock screen or with iCloud lock on? Is it possible to sell them and make money? Yes, you can sell them and make money, just like you can sell stolen phones and make money. But that's not really what we're about. We're not going to try to buy iCloud lock phones because most of those are probably stolen. So you're gonna get yourself, if you're running a business buying a lot of bad merchandise like stolen phones, then you have the potential of getting in trouble down the road if you're buying lots of them. If it happens once in a while, it's okay. You're protected with that bill of sale, but that bill of sale isn't a license to buy stolen items. It's just protects you in case it happens once in a while. So I wouldn't purposely go looking for iCloud lock phones on purpose. Corey says, level out. No, I'm just looking to get ahead to the future. Now, Corey, what are you at right now? Are you at 5,000 a month even? Are you guys looking to get 20,000 a month? Like you should be hitting 5,000 a month first or 10,000 before you worry about hitting 20,000. Because if you can't even hit 5,000, I just started Friday. Okay, well let's worry about you getting to 1,000, and then we can worry about the 20,000. Okay. And no, don't get me wrong. I like your attitude that you're thinking big, but you got to do baby steps, right? You can't just jump from nothing to a ton without going through the process. So there's a learning curve. You want to get the skills. All right. Let's see. How many of you guys, by the way, are interested in the boot camp? There's still some slots open. May 22nd, you can train with me in person from 11:30 to 6:30 all day long, 7 days training in person with me. And then we're going to go out and have a fun dinner at Dave & Buster's on my dime. I'll pay for it. We'll have dinner and drinks paid for at Dave & Buster's after for the day. I'll teach you guys everything there is you want to know about running a cell phone store, advanced appraisal techniques. We'll do iPhone repairing drills. I've got iPhones ready for you to actually practice on yourself. I'll teach you how to repair them. I'll show you how I repair a phone in only 5 minutes. Tom says I'm in. Okay. Tom, if you want to come to the boot camp, just message me after this group chat, and I'll sign you up for that because we do have a few slots. I've got like 4 slots left for it. It's at my store in Rhode Island, May 22nd. You get to be with me all day in person. Plus, not only that, I'll give you some good business mindset stuff. I'll kick your butt and make sure you're getting ready to make some money, and I'll get you fired up to have some big goals in life. You can ask the people at the boot camp. I promise you it will be the best $500 you ever spent. Most people that went to the boot camp did not regret it one bit. Tom says, I'm not going to China anymore. Okay, there you go. So if anybody else would like to come, I promise it will be well worth your time. All right, anyways, let's get back into any more questions that you guys have. Let's see, what else did you guys want to know? We got like 15 minutes left.
Yeah, so I'm still having some little difficulties with some of the phones I got a while ago that I kind of got in like a lot or bulk, and I'm not sure how to check the IMEI on some of them, like the Droid Turbo I was telling you about the other day.
So,
like you can pull out the
question on that, Eric, because I did see your question. You know what? And I apologize. I forgot to get back to you. I know you messaged me one last time, and it was late, and I forgot to respond back. But since we're right here, what you could do, guys, if you have a question on like random phones, because I can't include videos in the course for every single phone that's ever been created and things of that nature, right? So this is what you do, and we still do this stuff because how many phone models out there? There's like hundreds, right? Tons and tons of model phones. So what you do is like what was it? A Droid Turbo, right, Eric?
yeah.
So just type in on Google. Just type in where is IMEI on Droid Turbo, and you're usually going to find clear instructions on this. We use the same technique when we have to restore certain phones, like because a lot of different Android phones have different hard restore methods. So I'll type in like how to do hard restore on Droid Turbo if that's the phone that I'm looking to. Let's say it's got like a frozen screen and there's a password, I can't reset the phone. I'll look up how to do that. So if you guys have specific phone questions on that phone, you can just Google it. Where is IMEI and Droid Turbo? So here it is right here. How do you find IMEI and Motorola Droid? This is going to tell you where. Okay, you can remove the battery and view the IMEI inside the battery compartment. Let's see, this is Droid 2. We want Droid Turbo. So Motorola Droid Turbo, how to find your IMEI address number. Let's look this up. Okay, again, and this is a technique. I know it's pretty simple in telling you guys to Google it, but I mean, this is exactly what we do for all these phones. If we can't find the SIM card tray, if we don't know how to open the back, if we don't know where the IMEI is, this is exactly what we'll do on it. Because, you know, there's always going to be all different kinds of phones, and I can't include videos in the course for every phone ever made. Let's see, so how to find your IMEI. Go to system settings. No, you obviously can't go into the settings. There's a problem with it, right, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay, if your device has a removable battery, open the cover, remove the battery. IMEI should be a serial number on the serial plate. Now, usually you can't open the back of that device, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now Google is kind of failing us here because this is a weird phone. It's not a very popular phone, so it's a little tough. So let's look up IMEI on Droid Turbo and see if we can find that. And then if that doesn't work, we'll look up how to remove back of Droid Turbo. Okay, here we go. More Droid Turbo review. Let me see if the IMEI wasn't on the SIM card tray, right?
If it is, it's probably microscopic. I mean, I don't see it. It's not like an iPhone.
Because usually on those, the IMEI is on that SIM tray, and it's in tiny little numbers, but it's usually there. But I didn't see it from the picture you sent. But
so my question is, if there's like should I just try to sell this as bad ESN or just not sell it until I can confirm the IMEI?
What carrier is it?
Verizon.
You know what? Here's the back cover on the Droid 2. So this looks like it doesn't open up easily. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so the Droid 2, it looks like that back is sealed to it. See, they're using a heat gun, so you cannot open the back, so don't try doing that, okay?
Okay.
And the IMEI is not located on the back cover here?
There's some information.
Did you try looking on the bottom of the phone too? Sometimes on those droids, Eric, it's right here on the very bottom of the phone, right where the charge port is. Check over there.
Okay. I just see some very faint numbers on the below the logo. There's the model number FCC ID.
Yep.
There's the type, and then assembled in China.
Okay, so this could be one of those stupid phones that this is very rare, but maybe the IMEI isn't on the physical phone at all anywhere, which is very rare. Almost every phone it is, but this could be one of those that it's not. There are some that it just doesn't have it on there.
Okay.
So this type of situation, so now we have to work with information we don't have. So, you know what I would do if it's Verizon? I would sell it as a clean ESN because most Verizon phones typically are a clean ESN. And then if you get a return, just take it back. But more than likely, it's probably going to have a clean ESN. Now, to be honest, there's probably not going to be much resale value anyways. If it's no power and it's a Droid Turbo, it's probably not worth much at all, like 20, 30 bucks. So
Okay.
really, I mean, it's almost not even worth buying or selling that type of phone. Usually these phones that you have to do this kind of work to find out about, and they're that junk, like there's that much problem, they're probably not worth too much.
Yeah.
I'd probably sell it for maybe 25, 30 bucks and just sell it as a clean ESN. Worst case scenario, if you get a return, it costs you $2 to reship it or something.
Well, I mean, this thing looks pretty beaten up. I mean, I was going to sell it pretty much as like for parts. So
Yeah.
should I even include clean ESN on like a parts phone?
I would just say for parts only, ESN unknown because it's dead or something like that. You can't
Okay.
find IMEI. Or you just say, you can even put that in the description. The phone has no power. I don't know the IMEI because I can't access it.
Okay, so if I have a question about something, which I don't intend for that to be the case most of the time, but should I just be upfront with the eBay listing, like, hey, carrier, I'm not sure, but here's everything I know about it, or?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Like if you get an iPhone and you have no clue what the carrier is from it, you can always just, because worst case scenario, just buy it really low. If you can get it low, buy it low, and then just sell it like that, carrier unknown. I mean, because in this business, we're in the resale business, and this is good for everybody to know. Because guys, even if you're buying phones, laptops, there's no way we're going to know everything about every item we buy, right? Because there's just so many different models, so many different things we got to find out about. So if you're ever unsure about it, as long as you're just honest in your eBay listing, you'll never have a problem. Just, always better to put something better than nothing.
Okay, and I have another phone that has the 14-digit IMEI, and I can't check that as far as I can tell. I guess
what phone is that?
It's
Corey's asking what the difference between iCloud and Find My iPhone. iCloud is just the service that runs the Find My iPhone app. iCloud is Apple's like cloud-based storage facility. So it's run by iCloud. So if it says iCloud lock on, that means the Find My iPhone app is on. They're pretty much just pretend they're both the same. iCloud lock is the same thing as Find My iPhone on. If that helps.
It's a Cricket ZTE.
All right. So Cricket, we're instantly going to buy as a bad ESN because it's Cricket for one thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the prepaid, right? That's probably going to have barely any resale value. It's a junk phone, those ZTEs, and especially if it's a prepaid. Does it work?
No.
So that one, there's probably going to be honestly no value. I probably wouldn't even bother selling that myself if I were you because it's you might be lucky to get $10 on it. It depends
Okay.
if it's like a brand new ZTE or something, but more than likely you're going to get nothing for that.
Yeah, I feel like I was a bit too trying to be sympathetic towards the person who sold it to me because he seemed like he was in like a bad place, and I was just like, well, I just felt bad for him, but I should have just said, no, I'm sorry, I can't take your offer.
Because you know what, when you feel bad for people, and it's happened to me too, but the problem is then you get stuck with these problems, and you're trying to figure out all these issues with the phone and all this time, and then you make measly money on it. It's very frustrating, right? So
yeah.
It's better off to just say no next time. Guys, don't buy junk phones. If it's not selling for at least $25, $30 on eBay, do not waste your time buying it because it's just going to cost you so much aggravation. You guys really need to make at least 30 bucks on a phone in order to purchase it. Now, if it's selling for 40 or 50 bucks though, that's enough to make a profit on. Just offer them like $5. Don't pay a lot of money on those. Offer like $5. Okay. How many people here found the chat helpful so far today? And you learned something new or you liked what you saw, say yes in the chat or tell me what you learned.
And real quick about the 14-digit number, should I just say but it's bad ESN and not even mention it, or it's not a big deal?
I'll say that again, Eric.
So like I said, this phone has a 14-digit IMEI number on the back, so I can't check it. So
Well,
should I
it's
just
a Cricket, right?
yeah.
So we buy those as a bad ESN. It's prepaid. You don't
Oh,
need to check it. You're just gonna.
okay, so I only need. So I guess I have a little question then. So if an IMEI comes out, it can tell you basically if it's like blacklisted or if it's just. I guess I want to know like if it's blacklisted, that means I can't sell it, right? Or
Well, you can. I mean, you already bought it, so it's too late now. Might as well just sell it.
okay, so
Whether it's stolen or not is the point. Before you buy it, this is where you worry about it. If you already purchased it, you had them sign a bill of sale, then I would just sell it.
okay, so
Now,
as long as I say bad ESN, it doesn't really matter too much.
yes, exactly. Yep. Nobody's
Okay.
gonna care. Yeah. All right. So a lot of people didn't say yes. Only a couple people said yes that they thought the chat was good. So let me see what would make this chat better for you guys. Just want to make sure this chat was decent. He says yes. Let's see. Corey said one more thing. I know eventually they kick you off eBay if you sell too much for this type of business. How would you spend the? They don't kick you off if you sell too much on eBay. They want you to sell. They make money off of it. Josh says always great. Randy says yes, it was good. Okay. Michael says I posted this morning and I've gotten 3 calls and 1 repair this week. Okay, good. Lewandowski says, what's the difference between a bad digitizer or cracked LCD? The digitizer is the touch display on a phone. So if the touch doesn't work, that's the bad digitizer. The LCD is the part that makes the picture. So if the LCD doesn't work, it means there's no picture on the phone. The bad digitizer just means the touch doesn't work. Oh, good. Now everybody's saying it's a good call. Corey says, don't they make you get a business account? No, it doesn't matter. I'm still on a personal account. I don't even have a business account. I've sold $20,000 a month for 4 years. So, yeah. I don't even know what that whole business account thing is. I think it just increases your limits quicker or something. I'm not sure. I don't see too much benefit with that. I don't even have an eBay store. Like, I don't even have a store subscription. I'm selling like $20,000 a month. That's funny. Oh, Randy just asked that question. So you know my answer to that now. Michelle says mute everyone at the beginning. Okay, I'll make sure to do that from now on. Randy says, yep, laugh out loud. All right, any last questions, guys? Got a few more minutes and I'll answer questions.
Yeah, I had a few more questions. So one phone, it like the charge port works. It looks like there's a problem with the digitizer because I can't swipe to unlock it, but there's like a picture of it looks like the previous owner.
Yeah.
So I guess my point is that it's not like factory reset. So should I just sell it as is or just?
Okay, so that you could do what I call a hard restore on that. Remember the hard restore I was talking about? So,
yeah.
What's this? Like, let's do it. Well, I don't want to do YouTube videos. Sometimes they have like this privacy rights thing when I do that when I'm doing a video, but just do how to hard reset. What kind of phone is it?
It's an LG Stylo.
LG Stylo, okay. So how to reset, hard reset. All right, see, what you can do is says press and hold the power and volume buttons on the back of the device. When the LG logos appears, quickly release and then re-hold the power button while continuing to hold the volume button. And then factory data reset appears. See, it's showing you how to reset the device without even using the screen. Okay, so when you guys get a phone like that where you can't use the screen to reset it, you can do what's called a hard reset. You just look up the instructions. See it right there? It says tap reset phone next, tap delete all, tap OK. Bam. There it is right there. There's instructions.
But does that require the use of the screen or is that all just?
No, you're just using the buttons.
Okay.
As long as you can see the screen, even if you can't touch the screen, as long as you can see it, you'll be able to follow those instructions on it.
Okay. And one more thing, would you recommend any like books for eBay or just appraising or business in general?
I mean, there's not a book out there that you're going to get better information than what I'm probably saying in the course, because you could just ask a question in the group that'll probably answer your questions way faster than reading a whole book. I mean, yeah, I've read all these books, but they're very basic stuff. I mean, I have a stack of eBay books here. Like, here are some of my eBay books that I've read. Idiot's Guide to Starting an eBay Business, eBay Power Seller Secrets, eBay Success Chronicles, Oh, this was a good one. How to open a successful pawn shop. eBay Seller's Tax and Legal Answer Book. Power Seller Secrets. I mean, these are all books that I've read. But, I mean, I had to figure out the hard way. I didn't buy an eBay course when I first started. I read all this crap. And, I mean, I get these at thrift stores and stuff like that cheap, or I bought them on Amazon. But, I mean, that would be a lot of work. I think you could probably just ask me the questions and be happy to answer any of them. Let's see. Randy says eBay Power Secrets are any good. The pawn shop book was really good. Like, if you guys want to do the resale business, this was a pretty good book, How to Have a Successful Pawn Shop. I think it was a little pricey, though. I might have paid like $40 or $50 for this book because it was kind of more one of those like informational products, kind of like I sell. So it was a little more money, but this is probably one of the best books I've read for the resale business. I liked it. I mean, you don't have to really. Most of the information is in this course because I've read the book and I'm giving you all the information I learned. But see, Corey says I'm stuck on set. Well, did that help you out, Eric? I don't know if that answered your question, but
Yeah, that helped me out.
For general business, a good book is The 1 Minute Millionaire. I think would benefit you a lot. The 1 Minute Millionaire by Robert Allen. It's an excellent book for business.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, no problem. Let's see. Lewandowski says, someone texted me my iPhone 5S was sold to me under contract, so should I use it as an iPod? What does this mean? All right, well, if it's under contract, then it means it can't be activated. That means they're saying it has a bad ESN. What carrier was that for? You have to tell me what carrier it's for. Because if you sold them a Sprint phone or a T-Mobile one and you didn't say bad ESN in your listings, well, that's why you got that message. It probably is a bad ESN, and you didn't tell them it was. So that would be your fault on that one. They didn't say the carrier. Is this a phone you sold on eBay? I don't understand. Or is this someone trying to sell you a phone? I haven't gotten back to them. I don't know. Is this a phone you sold or is someone trying to sell you a phone? You got to give me information on that. They're trying to sell it. Oh. Ask them what the carrier is. Why are they asking if you should use it as an iPod if they're trying to sell you a phone? That's a weird question, but it just means it has a bad ESN, can't be activated. That's all. But so you could buy that phone. Just ask them what carrier it is. Corey said, I'm stuck on sending these Craigslist accounts. Any ideas for cheap phone services to get multiple numbers? What was the, someone just said Free Tone. I think, who said that app in the beginning? Someone said use the Free Tone app. It worked really good. It was like $5.
Yeah, Free Tone is free.
Free Tone. Michelle, you said you recommended Free Tone.
I use Free Tone. It's all right. If you want something free and basic, that's all right.
That's working instead of the Flip app. Randy's saying, why do you need different numbers? Because Craigslist sometimes to verify your account will make you put in a telephone number. So you sometimes need different telephone numbers to verify your Craigslist accounts. You get away with verifying. I mean, we only use like 3 numbers, and I've got like 9 Craigslist accounts. So you don't really need that many numbers. Not that big of a deal. But if you need a couple extra ones, Michelle's using the Free Tone app. I have 6 phone lines, so I just use those, and I only use 3 of them out of the 6, really. I don't even use all of them. So you only need a few numbers. The other thing you guys can do is just ask a friend to borrow your number to confirm. You know, you only have to confirm one time, really, usually. Ask a friend, a relative, just someone you know, and say, hey, can I use your number just to confirm a Craigslist account? If they're not using Craigslist, they're not going to care. It's not like they'll get in trouble or anything. It's just to make sure you're not a robot. So, Steve D says, hey, Dave, can I borrow your number to confirm a Craigslist account? Well, I'm already using my number, so no, you can't. Sorry. But you can get a friend to do that. Let's see. I think that was all the questions. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Nestor says my post keeps getting robo flagged, but I got one up today. Good. Did you watch the new video on Craigslist ads I put up, Nestor? I just put up 2 brand new video ads. I'm doing the whole new course. I'm doing it's going to be called Phone Flipping Mastery version 2.0. You guys are all going to get free copies of the course since you're already in here. And I'm actually going to raise the price of the course up for new people. But it's going to be called Phone Flipping Mastery 2.0. And it's going to have all new, more polished videos and better, like nice, simple information condensed. But you should watch those. I just posted new videos in the group. Make sure you watch it because it answers that question for you. By the way, there's a lot more people on the chat now than were before. How many people here saw the new videos that I posted? And did you like them? Kicking butt, taking aim. David says, he says, David, any new platforms to sell that you have not told us? Yeah, you can also sell on Swappa, but that's only if you can't sell on eBay or if you have eBay limits. eBay, hands down, is the best to sell on. You could also sell locally on Craigslist if you need to make some money. I've got some guys in the course that sometimes they like selling locally better than on eBay, and you can make a little bit of cash. The problem is it's more work. But I'm actually going to be including a new video never seen before on how to sell locally for those people who want to do that as well. Kicking butt, taking ace says, I did, and yes, great. Corey says, yeah, I seen them. Excellent. Okay. Eric says, they look a lot better. Good. Nestor says, I saw one, I looked for the other one. Okay, good. So you guys like the new ones. Micah says, I watched some of them. They're very good, though. All right, great. All right, I'm glad you guys like the new videos. Yeah, I'm going to even include some new information never before seen in the new version 2.0 course. So that'll be out. It'll probably take me a month or two to release it, but I really wanted to redo it. I went through some of the old videos in the course, and I was like, ooh, some of these are a little rough looking. You guys are right. And I was like, I got to make a nice new, brand new polished course for you guys. So hopefully you enjoy. I'll be pumping out new videos over the next few weeks. So keep an eye out, and I'll keep posting in the groups. In the future, can you explain Facebook Marketplace and how it works? Sure. I personally don't use Facebook Marketplace, though, myself. But I can do that. I don't think Marketplace is that good. You get banned really quickly on Facebook Marketplace. So I use Facebook groups, which are just as effective, if not more. Michael says you're going to do the same for the repair course. Well, the repair course videos, I think, are pretty good. Those are solid videos on that. I did the repair course after doing the phone flipping course, and I learned my mistakes. So those are pretty decent. I may add some videos to it, yes, but I'm not as focused on the repair course. There's only a 197 course as opposed to the phone flipping course. But most of those videos are pretty solid in there, the repair course. But I can add some. Josh says, I do. What was it? 2.0 way to go. Thanks. Yuki says, I bought a cracked Galaxy S7, but the SIM tray wouldn't open. Oh, he says, never mind, I opened it. Okay. Kicking butt, taking names says IQ. Who is kicking butt, taking names? Who is that? I'm just curious. I know who you are. Well, that's Melton. No, he changed his name. Oh, good. All right, he's got the right attitude. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Again, if anybody's interested in the boot camp or you want to know a little bit more, message me because I want to make sure we get a full crowd there, and it's going to be fantastic. I've got phones for you guys to practice on. I've got brand new repair kits for you guys to work on. We'll have a lot of fun at dinner. It's going to be a great time. So, and Rhode Island is beautiful this time. If you're not in, if you want to come down, it's a very nice time to visit in the springtime. And it's going to be close to summer at that point. I think it actually will be summer at that point. May 22nd. I don't know if that's summer or spring, but it's nice down here. Melton says, can we bring our wives? You can. You just got to give me like an extra $40 or whatever to cover the dinner if you want to do that. I don't make a lot off the $4.97 for the time involved and everything because I got to pay for pizza and all that stuff. So just give me an extra $40 and that'll cover the food. If you want to come down, yeah, and you can order some screens right there if you want or whatever. And Melton, I'll give you a free repair kit for signing up for the boot camp. All right. Okay. Tom says it was. I was in Newport the other day. Yeah, it's beautiful down here. You go see the mansions down in Newport, real nice. So also, I'm going to throw in a free bonus. Anybody who comes to the mastermind, the boot camp, I'm doing a mastermind event that would cost normally thousands of dollars, but I'm going to let you guys come for free. I do it in Rhode Island to teach people how to build 6- or 7-figure businesses. It'll be the Sunday before. So if you want to come a day or two in advance, check out Rhode Island and see it, and then come to my mastermind as well, too. You can do that. So if you'd like, you're going to get free access to the mastermind, and you meet some of my friends like Aaron James, who makes $20,000, $30,000 a month doing websites for other people, and some of the other guys there that do well. So if you like, that's free. Just an extra thing I'm throwing in there for you. Melton says, thank you, Aaron is great. Oh, yeah, he signed up for Aaron's course. So, yeah, Aaron lives in Rhode Island. He's building my websites right now. By the way, if you guys wouldn't mind checking out my brand new website for Buy, Sell, Fix, I got a whole new website. Cost me $20,000 worth of work for Buy, Sell, Fix. I'm going to post it in the group and let me know what you guys think about it. Actually, I'll post the link right here. You guys can tell me how you like my new website. This is not the right domain. We haven't switched it over yet. So this is just the developer page. But you can see the whole website, what it's going to look like and how it's going to look. I think you guys will like it. And for new franchise owners, they're going to get access to this site in the future too. But I'm limiting the amount of people I'm taking for franchise right now. So don't ask me about owning a franchise yet. I might not accept anybody for now. But you guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. All right. And
Thank you.
thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to wrap this up. If you have any questions, just message me about the boot camp if you want. And if you can check out that site, let me know what you guys think. Send me a message or post it in the group or something and tell me if you think the site looks cool or not. I'm trying to compete with like Gazelle and Usell. Eric says, thanks. Looks a lot better. Legit. Okay, sweet. All right, guys. Have a great night. And thanks again. I appreciate it.